Hey everyone, it's Audrey from Generation. So I wanted to update because I know I had put it out there about 2 weeks ago regarding Victoria's hemangioma. So we actually went last week to a doctor in Rhode Island. When I walked in, sometimes you get that like maternal instinct, whether if this is like the person that you should be going to. And I kind of didn't have that feeling. I mean, I remember as soon as we walked in, not a bad guy at all, very nice guy, but kind of just immediately told us our option was to put her on a medication called, I might say it wrong, my husband's via propanolol, right, Matt? Propanolol, is that how you say it?
I don't know.
It's something like that, but it's a beta blocker. And my husband and I were both obviously, when you hear that your daughter needs to potentially be put on something like a beta blocker at 3 months, you get like a little nervous. Not a little nervous, a lot nervous. She needed to go for an EKG, an echiogram. We went for that last week. Everything was perfect. And then he had also asked us to do an MRI on her as well. And I guess what kind of left me, a little not feeling great was when he said, not that I think anything's wrong, just because. Well, having an infant do an MRI just because when they have to be sedated, it's a little bit more heavy than just, hey, I got to get an MRI in my knee because I happened to, to hurt it during like a baseball game. So, in my gut, I wanted to go to Boston's Children's Hospital because I have just heard phenomenal things from dozens of people about Boston's children, specifically parents who have gone through the same, thing with hemangioma. So I was able to get an appointment today with one of the top guys there, Dr. Green. Loved him. He walked in, and this is what I loved about him immediately. He gave me options. It wasn't just, hey, we got to put her on this medication. He looked at Victoria. He goes, I see these every single day. He felt it. He took pictures of it. He asked us dozens of questions about it. He asked me, which I really thought was great, of pictures of what it looked like when she was first born, so he could tell just how much it has changed. He was very thorough, and I appreciated that. I have to be honest with you. The other doctor I went to, he left our office and went to go to another patient's office in the meantime while I was filling out like some paperwork. Kind of left like like just give me 30 minutes. I've set up an appointment, just give me it. Give me your undivided attention. So today, I have to be honest, I didn't sleep all night. I really was nervous about going in. I had done my research on him, and I really felt like this was somebody I wanted my daughters to be seen by. And he was fabulous. He said, what Victoria has, since it is not growing into her eye or her ear, what he wants to do is he wants to keep an eye on it. And he also gave us the option of potentially being able to inject steroids into it, which, like he said, it's not going to make it go away. Time is the only thing that can do that. But what it can do is, I guess it would stop it from any more potential growth, which another thing he told us is by 12 to 14 weeks, usually the size that it is what it will be. He goes, in 85% of the people that he sees, it doesn't get much bigger. The growth has really, it really, I guess, is aggressive for the first 12 to 14 weeks, which we've seen completely. We've been watching it grow, watching it get redder, watching it get obviously raised. And, I have to be honest, it felt good today talking to someone who gave us options. For right now, what Matt and I are going to do, like he said, I have to be honest with you. Usually as a doctor, I can tell the parents of the patient, I think we should take this route. He goes, by the looks of it, by feeling it, by talking to us, by seeing it, he feels like, he wants to just keep an eye on it for now. We're going to go back in 2 weeks. He's going to see if it's gotten any more raised from that point. And then he's going to help us make a decision whether to do the steroids or just to keep an eye on it. And then just over time, it will go away. He did say that when she's 3 years old, she might need surgery or a laser treatment because there will be excess tissue from what it looks like. He goes, there will be like some sort of like little, there will be a mark there. He goes, there's no way around that. So like he said, it's just a matter of measures that we can take as she gets older. He laid everything out for me. I left not having any questions, and that is a good thing to be left with, not having any questions. Being able to process it on the way home. I just felt like there was just no more weight on my back, especially being able to get into Boston Children's. That for me was where I wanted to go. After I had enough people tell me this is where you should be, when I got the appointment, we went to Peabody, Massachusetts for it. I mean, we drove in last night, spent the night, and just felt good having him look at it. So I just wanted to update everybody because I can't tell you how much it meant to have people email me and Facebook message me and call me and text me and give me their stories or their history or someone that they know connecting me with them. It just, this is the beauty of blogging, and I can't stress it enough. It's being in this community and being able to share information, and in this case, something that was very new to us and that we knew nothing about, and be just armed with information simply because we put it out there. And I'm just grateful and I'm thankful, and I feel for the first time, that we actually have some answers, because again, I had heard of a hemangioma, I just didn't know much about it, and now I feel like, I do, and having an expert set of eyes look at it and examine her and now is going to track her makes me just feel amazing. So I will continue to update, but I want to make a video just as a thank you. Just thank you for being there and sharing with us. It meant more than I can ever express through a video.